Skate 3 is one of my favorite childhood games. It was unlike any game I had seen at that point in my life. My brothers were playing games like Assassin's Creed and Call of Duty, but I hadn't seen a game where the main appeal was to just roam around and do tricks. Sure, Tony Hawk existed and that game is still pretty fun today, but Skate 3 has Coach Frank in it, so that makes it better. I actually like this game so much that when one of my brother's friends gave him his skateboard, I almost immediately tried to learn how to ride it, and I could barely even go in a straight line and never touched it again. Skate 3 has and will always have a special place in my heart. So when EA announced that they were reviving the series in 2020, I admit that I was pretty excited for a few days. Then I thought about it a little bit longer and realized that EA in 2020 announced a new Skate game. Already a lot of red flags are going off. Fast forward to March of this year and EA releases the alpha, which has microtransactions in it for some reason, and now the game is finally out in early access. So, is the game any good?
No!
Although it is kind of fun, but that's just because it's cooked with the same formula that Black Box used for Skate 1 in 2007. Upon booting up, the game asks how likely you are to be disappointed and follows it up with a video about what a skateboard is and how skateboarding is cool and you should do weed or some shit. You are immediately introduced to the character V. V is the worst character in the history of gaming.
Don't oversteer, and you'll be rolling properly in no time.
I miss Coach Frank.
Let's shut it down, score some rib chips, and maybe grab some new gear.
I don't know what that means, but shut up.
Ever fish a board out of the water?
No.
Get ready. Sometimes you just have to find your fun.
Can I find my fun on my own without being told about it?
Hey,
Because
I'm thinking the canal's a great
trying to
place
talk
to
right
skate
now,
when you
please.
leave your sunscreen at home.
Can you stop? What was the point of that?
As my moist critical roamed the town of San Vansterdam, my immediate realization was that it's actually a lot faster and funnier to roll around in a ball like a tumbleweed.
Aspects
Is he
of what makes
accelerating?
San Van so
He's getting
special to skaters.
faster. I don't know if they're confused or if this is just something that everyone has seen already.
They seem to have made a bigger push for stunt mode, which is this game's version of the Hall of Meat, but where Skate 3 has a ton of high score based challenges, here it's more of a traversal technique. I haven't found any actual challenges, so maybe there's a bit more to it, but right now it seems like its only purpose is to break the game.
There's gotta be a way to break something. Whoa! Okay. Okay.
The sheer abundance of tutorials in this game made my entire experience playing feel like a chore to get through. V introduces a bunch of features one by one that the player can figure out on their own, but they never stop holding your hand at any point.
Wait, we haven't even covered
Oh
any
my
challenges.
god, please.
The whole time this went on, I kept asking, where is Coach Frank? Please bring him back. At one point, the on-screen tutorials got so bad that the game asked me to return to the session marker forever. It literally never disappeared in over 2 hours of playtime.
Stop telling me to return to session marker. This is something that's going to be on screen the whole time, isn't it?
Remember, the resident incentive program
Remember,
is your
don't
key
forget
the
to
city.
return
Okay,
to
let's
session
try a few.
marker.
A few features have actually been removed from tricks like dark sliding, tricking from a hand plant, and grabbing onto cars to game modes like Death Race, 1-Up, Hall of Meat like I mentioned. You could make the argument that the game is in early access, so they're going to add these back later on, but my guy, Skate was a yearly franchise. These features took like no time to add, and this game has been in development for 5 years at the very least. There is no excuse here. In replacement of these features, we have Uncharted-style climbing.
Why am I playing Assassin's Creed right now? This is ridiculous.
I will say that the climbing is kind of useful. Being able to vault over walls to get to an objective faster is certainly better than looking for stairs, but I'm worried that this feature will result in an identity crisis.
Hedgehog fun fact.
Oh my
No
god,
freakishly
shut
fast,
up.
blue, spiny mammals inhabit the hedge due
What?
to the Great Corvid Hedgehog War of the 1990s. The local crows had beef with the hedgehogs and overcame the blue menace due to superior intelligence and ordnance caliber turds.
What the fuck are you talking? Are you saying that they shit Sonic to death?
One time I was looking around and found this Jolly Rancher-ass castle. I guess it was a community-made location, but the whole thing was just a parkour challenge where my reward for completing it was the worst skate park I've ever seen in my life.
I feel like the community should know better than to make something like this.
Speaking of bland design choices, where Skate 3 had a ton of iconic landmarks that offered tons of challenges and kept the world feeling fresh and alive, San Vansterdam in this game has nothing apart from a stupid name. It's just concrete and rails. Maybe they're going to add something new in the future, but like I said, 5 years of development at the very least. Skate is now an MMO, which doesn't matter at all. There's no voice chat, no player collision, which makes player interaction fundamentally useless.
What do you mean wait for players? This is a solo event.
In the old Skate games, you had the ability to commit aggravated assault. In this game, they've replaced this feature with the ability to surrender yourself to the authorities.
I give up. I give up. Someone arrest me. He's gonna be so confused when he gets off his phone. Oh my god. He's dead. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. It wasn't me.
In classic EA fashion, there are a ton of cosmetic microtransactions where you can purchase in-game currency with real-life money on random t-shirts and shoes and yoga poses.
I'm sorry, it costs $7 to be able to buy the yoga pose? I think that's worth it. Oh, he glows. This would complete the moist critical arc.
Maybe I'm just spoiled with how Helldivers handles their in-game economy. Like, you can easily get super credits just by playing the game. Don't worry, though. EA has remedied this by granting you special currency that you can use on loot boxes, where you don't know what you're going to get at all. My Skate journey was abruptly cut short when I attempted to befriend the Grim Reaper with his traditional mating call, and then ran to the kitchen to make dinner, only to be disconnected due to inactivity, where I was told there was a queue of almost 50,000 people waiting to play.
You've got to be kidding me.
I had a little fun with Skate, but it's not nearly as much fun as I would have had if I just played any of the other games. To prove this to myself, I revisited Skate 3 the next day, and yeah, I had infinitely more fun with that game. So if you're starved for Skate content or just want a quick distraction that will probably annoy you because V fucking sucks, then you can certainly do worse than this. It's also free. Session and Skater XL are both $50 buy-ins, and the difficulty in Session is just ridiculous. Skate is just dumb fun and is easily the best game that EA has released in the past 6 days. But if you have access to any of the other games, just play those instead. Skate 3 even has Coach Frank in it, so it's already better. Don't forget to spam ducks for Coach Frank, everyone.
I wanna fly sky high. Let's go together. I wanna fly sky high.
I get people off. I look for the one guy who isn't getting off, and I make him get off.